today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Brooklyn Barons.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Hernandez throwing on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 108 yards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. To throw is Hernandez on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now that he is into the end zone for a touchdown. pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the... And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle.
The middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 77 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response.
I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great deal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little again, and then you're down 14. A nice accomplishment, too.
first down. Hernandez. Little time. And he's going to bull his way down to about the yard line. Second and goal from the 1. In this first half. And the Barons are able to add on to that lead. (14-3), an 11-point deficit. Gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Barons are able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On the line, and that is going to get us to
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hernandez. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hernandez on 1st and 10. Caught outright by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Barons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Klein. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started in the Big Easy. Arizona heading to the Superdome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to...
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Klein. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yeah, they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Hernandez. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory. Jacobs once more. And a nice first down marker at the Bucs 41. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hernandez. And this is caught. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Barons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Fourth down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richards. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Second down and inches. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on the
same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
end zone touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hernandez. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Looking to throw. Hernandez. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Barons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Klein. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Klein. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hernandez now to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. Back to throw. Hernandez. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.